What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Minecraft Podcast, episode 12. Episode 12, everybody.
Minecraft podcast.
Yes, sir. So, without further ado, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for checking out the podcast. Thank you for checking out the channel. We have a very crazy thing to say. We have hit 500 subscribers since the last episode. Thank you all so much for that. It means a lot to us. We have great more content coming. Also, our link to our Discord is fixed down in the description if you feel like joining. Go for it. We hang out in there. We chat in there, don't we know? We chat in there from time to time. You get
Yeah,
sneak
and we would
peeks to
also like to
videos.
chat with more people too.
Absolutely.
So if you
Yeah.
wanna if you wanna join the Discord server, that the link is there,
Yes.
and it works now. If
Yeah.
you were worried about it
Yes.
before.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, last time we got ready for the Nether and stuff, and in between episodes, I did some enchanting and got ready for the Nether. Let's say that my gear ended up being pretty good. So for my diamond helmet, I'm rocking protection 3, unbreaking 1. For my chest plate, I am rocking protection or projectile protection 4, unbreaking 3, protection 4, and an unbreaking 2 on my leggings. And on my boots, I am rocking feather falling 4, protection 3, and unbreaking 2. On my sword, I am rocking looting 2, sharpness 2, aspect 2, knockback 2. My pickaxe is unbreaking, fortune, efficiency, but we're really not going to use it for that. We have the bow with flame 1, and then what's on my helmet? Oh yeah, and then my gold helmet, which I'm going to be rocking in the Nether, has protection 4. I played way too much Minecraft in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And since we last saw, I don't
Mhm.
think they saw this building over here. Or did they?
I
Did they
think
see the
they saw the building for sure, but they did not see what we've done to it. So we're gonna check that out. Noah, you built this. You are in charge of it. Go for it.
Okay, so you walk in here
Mhm.
and you got a lot of room space if you want
Yeah.
to like put your weed in here, you can do that.
Yeah.
Uh You go up the ladder here. Um, Enchanting room. Got our
Yep.
chisel bookshelves. We
Mhm.
got our anvil. We got a chest with all the enchanting shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. And then go down all the way. And this is the portal room.
Very sick.
And there's also gonna be another wart farm in here.
Yes. Also, one other thing that you may notice up in the top left now, we have days played. We just thought it'd be a nice little touch for the podcast just to see how many we get going here. Also, Noah, I don't know if you noticed, but up here on the bookshelf, there are a couple new books for you. You know, because obviously throughout enchanting, I got a bunch of books that I really didn't need and stuff. So if there's anything good in there,
All
feel
right.
free to take it.
Okay, let me see here. Uh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's like a lot of.
None of those work for me.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of those are like crossbow stuff up there and stuff. So, you know. But yeah,
One
so
of the things I don't
today
like about the new enchantments.
it is really
That
annoying. It really annoys me when it's like things like the what the hell is the enchantment for the crossbow? Is it impact or something? Oh, piercing. It's like, why can't that work on a bow? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Right.
So
Mhm.
quick question before we get started.
Yes.
So how do we repair this armor? Is it better to just make a whole new helmet, or is it better to just
Mm,
repair it?
I think it's better to well, it depends. We might have. I think it's better to repair it.
Yes. Okay. So 3 diamonds puts it
Uh-huh.
back up. So let me go ahead. Okay, you get started on the topics. I don't want to
Okay.
hold it up too
Yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. Let me look. I don't know what we want to start with. We have quite a few different topics to talk about today. Uh, Sorry, I should have had these pulled up beforehand. So we're watching Noah build his armor. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just get it out of the way, just because I've seen a couple people talk about it on Twitter. I watched a new Netflix show last week called Eric, and I know Noah doesn't
Okay.
have Netflix anymore, but it was like the thing is like Netflix has always had like these shows that always pop off in popularity of things like Stranger Things, 13 Reasons Why. I feel like there's something else too, but
Mindhunter.
what is that?
It's a show that David Fincher made, and people really liked it. And everybody's like, "Where's season 2?" And then they're
Oh,
like, "Yeah, it's not happening."
oh, okay, yeah, no, I haven't even heard of that one. But so every once in a while they put out a show that's it's not bad, but it never feels like S tier TV shows. It doesn't feel like it's Breaking Bad. It doesn't feel like it's The Sopranos. It doesn't feel like it has that same level of creativity. And I mean, they're not bad shows. Like Stranger Things is a decent show. It's just not on the same level. But I heard a lot of good things about
Nor is
Eric.
it good.
That's true. It's very rare that they actually make a good show. They make a lot of garbage. But I watched this new show called Eric, and it is genuinely the
Uh-huh.
best thing Netflix, in my opinion, has ever made. Like, it is super creative. It feels like an actual S tier show. That like it genuinely is like a good like competitor. Like if somebody told me that Eric was one of their favorite shows, I wouldn't be like, "What is wrong with you?" Like when somebody says that about Stranger Things or any other Netflix show, really, I'm like, "What is wrong
Right.
with you?" Um, but
Yeah,
like
watch something else.
exactly. Have you watched The Sopranos? Have you watched Breaking Bad?
And most of the time, it's probably the only thing I've ever actually seen too.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. So this show is basically it's about this kid that goes missing in the 80s, and his father is makes puppets and is a puppeteer. And the story follows the detective that is looking for him, his father, and the mother. And it's really creative because the dad is going insane. That's part of the show is he's going insane obviously because his son is missing. And what made this show so unique is that like they had a CGI puppet that was essentially his psychosis as he was going insane. It was so just brilliant and really creative. And it wasn't like a one episode thing, it was throughout the whole show, and it's done really, really well. The acting is super good. The story and the mystery is so good. The twists are so good. It's just really solid. And like I binged like 4 episodes all in one night. I was like, and I didn't even really think about it. I was just like, oh dude, this show's really good. So I don't know, it doesn't have Netflix, but if you have Netflix still, I would.
My dad watches a lot of Netflix. I'll
Oh,
probably
does
tell
he?
him about that. What's the age rating for that?
I think it's 18 plus. It's definitely 18 plus because it's pretty. There's quite a few f bombs.
Okay, the reason why I ask is
Yeah.
because my dad he's a middle-aged man, but he's like can't watch things
Yeah.
that are like really hardcore like that.
Uh.
So that's why I ask.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's not like super gory, but it's like I mean, there's like it gets kind of dark at times, but it's not like you're not gonna watch somebody's intestines get ripped out or anything like that. But
okay.
it was super good
It's more
because
about like sexual content and like
oh,
cursing that he has a problem with. He doesn't care about gore.
right, yeah, no, there's no sexual stuff in this show. But yeah, no, I thought it was really solid. I was genuinely surprised because like people were actually talking about it, and I was like, oh, I'll give this Netflix show a shot. And I was expecting to be mediocre at best, but no, it was actually pretty decent. But yeah,
Cool.
yes,
That
sir.
reminds me of when I watched Living with Yourself with Paul Rudd.
I've heard of that one. I've not actually watched it though.
It's I actually watched the whole thing in one morning.
Uh huh.
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, that's on Netflix. If you
That's a
want to try
Netflix
that
one too.
out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to give it a watch. It's so funny because it's like Netflix is the just like debatably like the worst streaming service when it comes to their like original shows and movies. Like I can't think of a streaming service that has put out more garbage.
Right. It's like they're constantly gambling.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like
That's kind of like how Netflix is. It's like, oh, there's a creeper. Creeper.
okay, okay. Well,
Creeper.
it's funny because there was another show like a month ago, Tires, the Shane Gillis show. That was really good too. And it's like sometimes they put out something that's really good like Tires or Eric, but then other times they put out just pure garbage. And it's like the Kissing Booth. It's like how do you manage to make something that's like one of the best comedies I've watched in years, and then you also proceed to put out one of the worst movies I've watched in years.
I have the answer for you
Mm-hmm.
because there's different people making these things.
That's true.
Just Netflix chooses to invest their money on people who they don't know are going to succeed and people who they know will make a good show or a
Yeah,
movie.
it's a major issue because it's like HBO does that same thing, but HBO like I feel like just has like a higher quality standard.
True.
Because it's like, have you
That is very
heard,
true.
like, okay, have you heard somebody say, oh yeah, this new HBO show, it's not very good? I don't think I've ever heard, like, I've heard people complain about the ending of, like, Game of Thrones, but I've never heard somebody, like, be like, oh yeah, this new HBO show is just garbage. Don't even bother, you know?
I've seen people say that about Peacemaker, but they're stupid. So
Really? I liked Peacemaker quite a bit.
yeah, Peacemaker was great. I love that show.
Who didn't like that? Or, like,
Take a wild guess who didn't like that.
well, I kind of already imagined in my brain who didn't like that.
Yeah.
After this, I'll just tweet out, I'm like, are you fucking.
Well, there's that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that guy. And then there's the Snyder cultists who didn't like it,
Oh,
of course. So,
okay. Well,
yeah.
they're
But
losers.
that's like we don't have to say anything about that because that's a whole different ballgame. But yeah,
Yes.
that's like
Yeah, those
that's a good
people.
show.
It is a really good show.
So Eric, that's the name of your show. Eric
Yes.
Cartman, that's the name of your show.
Yep, Eric Cartman. Yep, that's the one.
And then Living with Yourself and Peacemaker. Go watch those
Yeah,
shows.
go watch those
The ones that we
shows.
mentioned.
Yeah, I'll have to watch Living with Yourself though. I've heard about it and I
Let
know
me
that it's really
explain that
good.
real quick
Okay,
to
go for
you,
it.
just so I can like tell you about it. So basically, it's about Paul Rudd's character, obviously, and
Actually,
he
follow
has
me.
a
I have
very
something to show
mediocre
you.
life. Oh, really?
I found something while mining
Okay.
today.
Oh, cool. And he has like a very mediocre life, and basically his wife doesn't really like they're not very active
Uh huh.
at night anymore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So there's that. Plus, he's just not a very charismatic person. People don't really like him at work.
Yeah.
Just he doesn't have a night good life, right? But then he's like approached by one of his coworkers who is like all of a sudden very different, and he's like, yeah, yeah, I went to this place and I woke up and then I'm like a totally different person now. You should try it. So he goes to this place and it's like some like Asian imported place or something.
Okay.
And he asks them if he could do his like get the package, right?
Yeah.
And it works. He wakes up and he's totally different. Like, it's like Ant-Man Paul Rudd, instead
Yeah.
of regular Paul. It's like that. And then at the end of the first episode, the big twist happens where the old Paul Rudd wakes up out of the ground and basically gets up and goes to his house and sees a clone of himself living with his wife.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
that's the dark twist that like makes you want to keep
Uh-huh.
watching it.
Interesting. Okay.
But of course they put that in the trailer.
Right. Okay.
Oh my God, you found it.
I found it. I found it. It was funny. I was listening to a podcast and I was going through and mining and then I heard the shulker, not shulker, whatever you call these things. I was like, "Oh, I got to tell Noah." So
Found it.
I did a little bit of exploring. I didn't find the ancient city though. So, also, I don't know if you're aware, but if you break these blocks, they give you a lot of XP.
Okay. So if you break Skulk, it's
Yep.
called Skulk, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, look at diamonds.
Oh, very sick. Oh wait.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
okay.
you have fortune, don't you?
It's okay. It's okay. We're not hurting for diamonds. We have over a stack. Um.
Speaking of which,
Mhm.
I don't even think I used 10 while repairing my armor.
Oh, yeah, probably not. I don't
Uh,
think it.
oh,
Whoa.
you
Yeah.
want to go ahead and go to the Nether?
Yeah. We will save this for later. We have. Now we got more stuff to do. All right.
Okay.
What I was actually while we walked back there, I do just want to mention this because I seen some really L takes the last couple days. Are you aware of who Sketch is?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, now I am.
now you're aware. Okay.
I mean, I think I've heard of him
Yeah,
before,
probably. Yeah, you probably
but
seen him.
I never really
Mm-hmm.
cared
Yep.
until I guess now. I still don't really care.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Wait. No, I didn't.
now we're stuck in the mine.
Yeah, so if anybody isn't aware of what has happened, there is a popular Twitch content creator known as Sketch. You've probably seen him. He's gotten so popular that they had that they had him announce part of the NFL draft, And basically, uh, you know, and I like him. Like, I'm not like a huge fan of or anything, but like I've seen a bunch of his clips and I find him really funny. He's a very charismatic guy. Unfortunately, what happened was is that well, I shouldn't say unfortunately because who cares? That's what I'll say right away.
His past was leaked, and there's
Yes,
a lot of people that are mad,
which is a wild take.
which is weird.
Yeah, so Sketch was making adult OnlyFans content, um, and the thing was is that it came to light that he was making gay OnlyFans content, which once again, who cares? Who cares? Listen, it is consensual to adults. Nobody should care. And basically,
Right.
a lot of the fan base of like these big streamers currently are these very right wing, like homophobic young guys, right? That's sort of the thing. So a lot of people were
Yeah.
very upset. And Sketch has already responded. Did you see his response or no?
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay.
No.
So he you know, he was very honest. He said, "Yep, that's me in the videos." And he was very truthful and was very straightforward that I was doing that years ago. That's not who I am currently, and I was dealing with addiction issues. Um and you know, he was very straightforward. Then it really got really sad because then FaZe Banks then released some text messages that were sent between the two that night where Sketch
Oh yeah, I've seen this part.
where Sketch had left his belongings back at the FaZe house uh and was taking off to the airport. What is very interesting is that people have put together that with what he was leaving behind and also some of his statements since then is that he was planning to kill himself because immediately people were I forgot it's oh my god, I forgot the flint and steel. Jesus. All right. Anyway, that he was going to kill himself because of the sad outcome of this whole situation. And I really think that it's really sad to like harass somebody because of their past, number one, and number two because
Right.
they're first of all, who cares? Like you should not
Right, and
care.
like okay, it's one thing
Hmm.
if he used to be a Nazi,
I agree, of
but
course.
it's another if he literally just made a certain kind of content that you don't agree with.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
I I don't think that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's
Like
really
sure,
not.
it's like it's a big revelation, but it's not like a big deal of like why would you get mad?
Yeah, that's that.
Especially if you're somebody who he would call your friend. I mean his
Hmm.
friend. You
Yeah.
know, like there was a lot of streamers that got on him about this like for no reason.
Yeah.
Probably they probably did that because they knew how he was gonna how their fans are gonna react to it and they would get clicks and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically betrayed their friend for clicks,
Yeah.
which is messed up.
And what's crazy is that there's some people that are acting like this is a bigger deal than Dr. Disrespect, and that is a wild opinion.
Yeah, that is bad.
It's really bad. All right. Anyways,
How's a content creator who who sexted a minor not as bad as
yeah, as you
like
making consensual adult content.
yeah, that's bad.
Yep. Anyway, oh, okay, we got a very interesting nether spawn here.
I like it. I
I
like
like
it.
it too. Very, very sick.
What's next up on the list?
Uh, you know what? We will talk about our game addictions currently. So, if you aren't aware, the Xbox, well, the summer showcase, Jesus Christ, the summer game sales going on Xbox, PlayStation, all those servers. Oh, whoa, we're on like floating islands out here, Noah. Look at this.
Okay, floating islands.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, I forgot to wear my gold helmet.
Oh,
So I'm kind of being attacked
you are all good.
in the mall that I'm working at.
The mall that I'm working at. Oh, I forgot to bring building blocks. That's okay. Um. Anyways, it is currently the summer game deals going on, and Oh my God, Noah, look at what I found. Like first swing.
Uh, Nether Fortress.
Yeah, no, no, no. Dude,
Oh, nice. That's
Dude,
nice.
that's
That's
right
really
off the
cool.
bat. Give me two. Give me two. Give
That
me
is
two.
really nice.
Oh, just one. That's okay. Anyway, sorry, I keep getting distracted.
Can't say I'm proud though, because that was luck.
Yeah, that was very much luck, dude. I was just like, oh, I need some building blocks, and I was like, oh, I'll break here. Um, oh,
Oh, nice. Cooked pork chops.
okay.
And
Anyway,
looting.
I bought uh Metro Exodus, and it is such a good game from what I played so far.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember when you were looking at the sales, you were like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that people really like
yeah,
Metro."
I've never played it, but I know what it is. Obviously, and it's like you look at the cover, you know what you're getting into. It's one of those games, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it because it was like $4, and oh my god, it is genuinely like a brilliant game.
Wait,
Like
wait, 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 wait! Don't hit him.
I'm not hitting him. I was just picking up the XP.
Okay. Wait, did he drop something?
I don't think so. Oh yeah.
Well, dang.
Wait. Maybe.
Well,
Oh, the
the thing
magma
is, I
crate.
dropped the other piglin dropped the sword, and he was looking at it like he was gonna drop something for me.
Oh. Yeah. No, I don't think he. No. Yeah, because magma cream you get from magma cubes. But like it's like it was genuinely. I was like I kind of knew what it was, and I was like I'll start it, and I started it. It is easily one of the greatest first person shooters I played. It's like so there's no HUD in the game. It is all based like you have to look at your suit like if you want to check the time or like check your vitals, you got to press a button and you pull up your wristwatch and it's really sick and like like it does a really good job at immersing the player. And oh man, does it immerse the player. It's like it's genuinely a super immersive fun time. Um I'm sure everybody's been like, dude, you haven't played this? It's like 6 years old or something. But
Yeah, and uh, I bought Dark Souls 3 with a Xbox gift card I got for Christmas one year, like
uh-huh.
maybe back in like 2019,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't chose to actually dive into it until like a week ago.
Oh. Oh, I was curious about that because I seen you were playing it. I was like, did he buy Dark Souls 3 over Elden Ring? But that makes sense. So
No,
you
no,
just had it and
I'm
you're
playing it because
yeah.
it's what I have right now, so I can
Right.
play that until I get Elden Ring.
Right. Right.
So I got the Dark Souls Complete Edition,
Very cool.
and let me tell you, it's pretty good. But is it? I don't know if it's too easy or if I'm just really good at it. I don't know which one it is, but I've seen people say it's the easiest one. I've seen people say it's the hardest one. So maybe it's like I'm just good at it. But
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, I've heard both things too, where it's
Lois.
yeah, I was just thinking that exact same thing. Um Lois. But yeah, no, I've heard both things about that game where some people think it's the hardest and some people think it's the easiest, so.
Because I killed like three bosses yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Like I killed I killed the Great Wood, I killed the Crystal Sage,
Uh-huh.
four bosses actually. Abyss Watchers, I did and the High King, I think not the High King, but Lord Volnir or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Got like four
Ooh.
bosses done in one day, and I think that's pretty good. I don't know.
That's a very good. That's a lot of progress in one day.
And I killed a mini boss.
Very sick. Props to Noah for that. Oh shoot. Well, it was funny. I was playing Metro today, and I realized like so in that game, your map is a physical map, right? Like it's not like you hit your square button and you pull up, you pull up a map menu like an AC. Like you pull out a physical map, and
That's pretty cool.
it's very cool. And I was doing an objective where I needed a boat to get across the river, and I was like, why the fuck is the boat so far away? Like what game dev would be like, oh yeah, this seems fair that you got to go halfway across the map to get your boat. Got there and then quickly realized that's where I left the boat like 4 hours earlier in my playthrough. Like what you do in the world affects like everything, right? So it's really up to so like it remembers that I left the boat like 4 hours back. Like it's very sick in that design. that like when you affect something in the world, it doesn't just forget like in so many other open world games do, you know? Like where with AC, if you break a door, you come back 5 minutes later, the door's back. It's not like that in this game, which I found was so cool.
Super so cool.
But you know, somewhat frustrating if you were like me, who needed the boat, and now you need to go halfway across the map again to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just
Yeah, I
looking
think
around
I
the
think
market.
what it was I leveled up my stuff a lot.
Hmm.
And I did a lot of farming
Uh-huh.
for souls. Have you
That'll
played that one?
no, I've only played Elden Ring, Liza P, and then I played a little bit of Bloodborne.
Okay.
Did you mean to hit him? Oh, you don't have
Yeah,
gold on.
I
That's
don't
right.
have
Sorry, I
gold on.
forgot. I'll help out.
Oh,
Uh-oh. What?
you hit the zombies.
I got you. Here, I'm here to help.
I'll help you. You get the zombie.
There we go.
We're gonna have a lot of gold swords, that's for sure.
Does it count if you have your gold sword out for the for them?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. He does so much damage. Why? Let me take out a gold sword and approach one and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, what's up next?
Oh, let me look. Oh, I want to talk about the heat in the UK for a second. Have you seen this online yet?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen the math of what it is in Fahrenheit?
No.
Take a wild guess of what it is in Fahrenheit. How hot do you
Probably
think
like
it actually?
let me guess, 70 degrees.
It is exactly 70 degrees, no? It is. No, I don't know
Oh my
about
God.
you, but what was your highest temp today outside?
90 something.
Mine too. It was over.
And they're acting like it's the end of the world, aren't they?
Exactly. Exactly. It's so ridiculous. They're like, I've seen these British women that are like, uh, talking and complaining about the heat in the UK and how it's so hot, and they're like, Americans could never understand. It's like, brother, brother, have you?
Okay, that's something that I will totally disagree about.
Uh-huh.
Just the thing is why it's so hot for them is because they're not used to it. So I understand that. But then it's like if you're gonna say that Americans wouldn't understand, bro, come on. We have a lot of hot areas
Exactly.
here.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't be
We
complaining.
have a desert in like what, two of our states?
More than two, right?
We have
Ar-
deserts in two of our states.
Arizona, Nevada. Does California have a desert? I'm not too sure if California has a desert. It might be three states then. But the point is,
There's 5 states with
five.
deserts.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, it's like, stop acting like it's the end of the world. And I get that they don't have AC, but it's like, guys, it's not that deep.
Watch somebody from the UK be like, "We have deserts here too."
Yeah,
And I'm like, "Okay, well, I didn't know that."
I don't think they do.
Still, you're complaining about the. Oh,
I don't think that they have deserts.
okay, well, good. 'Cause then I will not be proven wrong.
The only thing they have there is corrupt politicians, but so do we.
Exactly. We share a lot of things. We should be friends. But no, the people from there hate us.
Dude,
So
they hate us, and it's like it's why I hate them so much. It's because they are some of the most awful, awful like people when they're like, oh yeah, America, fuck America. It's like, brother, what did we do to you? Well, besides beat you in multiple wars, but
Hunter,
I'm
help! Help me!
do you want to go back and get gold?
I want to go home.
All right, let's go home.
I want to go home
I
now.
want to go
Oh
home.
God!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, they picked up your stuff. I didn't know that they could put on your diamond armor.
Can you get it back?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get it back. I'm just gonna pick up all your stuff and just
I
teleport.
turned around and he was right there and I died instantly. I'm gonna take a gold helmet with me.
You want me to just teleport back home?
Hold on. Hold on. Do you have everything?
I'm picking up as much as I can right now, but I picked up a
Okay,
bunch of
teleport
these.
me, please.
Okay, that's a good idea. Teleport who? Magic to me.
Okay. Come back with just a single gold helmet.
Hey. All right, sorry,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop your gear.
Oh, where's my bow? Please don't tell me I lost my bow.
I did
Bow
not
was
pick up a
special to me.
bow.
Oh no. No!
Oh, here's your shield too. Oh wait, no, sorry, I have your bow.
Thank God.
The power 2 bow.
Yep.
There
Your
you
chest plate?
go. Oh, you had an iron chest plate. All right, there you go. And here's
Thank you.
your gold stuff.
My gold swords.
All right,
Very nice.
Nether is tough
And I
out
think I
here.
had an iron pickaxe.
Did you? Okay, hold on. I will throw it down.
Yeah, this nether wart block is useless. Doesn't even drop nether warts.
All right, sorry. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, let me look at the topic sheet too. Um, oh, I'm curious. What is a Bungie employees biting back on Twitter meme?
Oh, this is great. You're gonna love
Okay,
this. Oh,
okay. Oh,
oh God. Oh God. Okay, Mr. Skeleton, get over. It's funny how we just stopped to like look at the topic list in the
yeah.
nether.
Yep. Rob wasn't the smart. Why did these guys have full gold? Jesus Christ.
I got you. Okay. Cool thing. This guy dropped his gold chest plate
Very cool.
and his helmet. Let me go ahead and repair mine. Okay. So, let me tell you about the Bungie employees fighting back. So, let me tell you about this one first.
Okay.
Um, so let me see if I have it in my photos or did I bookmark it? I can't remember. I think I bookmarked it. Ah! Ah! Baby Hoglin. Okay. Bookmarks. Are you kidding me? Where is it?
Where is it?
So basically, there's this opinion on AI that
Okay.
this ex-Bungie employee made.
Okay.
And it wasn't even that bad. Like, people just don't, I feel like people just see anything related to AI and just immediately start being like, oh, I don't agree with you.
Right.
And pretty much what happened was somebody asked a general question on Twitter, right?
Hmm.
Received a game pitch deck. All images were AI generated. Wow, thank you for making this an easy decision. Rejected in less than 2 seconds. Right?
Hmm.
And while I disagree about that, because it's like, okay, this guy probably just didn't have the tools necessary to actually make concept art.
Right.
for a pitch, just a pitch.
Right.
Like this is just an idea, like
Right.
AI can be used to generate ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not
for
nothing
sure.
official.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but as ideas, yep.
And uh basically the ex-Bungie employee who was the director of the new game this is what he said, using found imagery or AI to present an idea is valid. Not everyone has hired their art director or has the budget to contract concept art before having funding. It's all situational. Of course, it's
Mm-hmm.
better when you have those resources or have mature concept art, but it all depends on scale, ambition, or your resources. I would take the time to understand the context of a pitch, not just outright dismiss it.
Yeah.
And that sounds completely right, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
that sounds good. Like
Yeah.
that's literally what I just said.
Right.
And guess what happened?
I can only imagine Twitter did not like that.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, I'm glad you stepped down as the director of Marathon." Uh, Someone said, "If you think AI is a solution to a budget problem, then you haven't been paying attention to what people dislike about AI." And he responded, and he said, "I said for a pitch deck."
It's like, okay. Okay. So in my opinion, yes, I think that AI is fine to use for, a pitch deck, right? Of course.
Yeah,
Like, is that what people
but
don't
as a final
understand?
product, no.
Of course not. I like AI in general is something that you know, as we are people that work in the creative space, AI is like I can't I hate it. I hate it. Like I don't use it. So it's like but like as concept art, that's like something completely different. And like the person said, sometimes you don't have the resources for that, especially for a pitch. Like if you're creating a pitch, you can't exactly like just spend a bunch of money to create these ideas, concept art, because it's not
Yeah, because then
free.
you'd be investing in yourself before
Oof.
other people invest in you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. This is great.
Oh,
I love doing the podcast in the Nether. It's
oh,
very
oh! It's so relaxing.
it's great. Oh, man, he doesn't like me now.
I
He don't
just
like me now.
built over
What
here, and
happened, guys?
I don't think they like it when you attack the
Yeah, it's their
spiders.
livestock.
Yeah.
I don't have my arrows. You got my arrows?
Yeah, I probably do. Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, and then there was this other person that responded to him and
Uh huh.
said, when generative AI stops being a scourge on the planet environmentally and built on stealing artist work, maybe we can have this discussion. Otherwise, no. It is valid to outright dismiss it on principle.
What?
And guess what he said in response?
What do you say?
He said, "Let's go through the things you do daily that destroy the planet." And that's the one that was like, "Oh, damn, he's mad."
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay. Why is there so many skeletons?
Uh, so there's that, and where's the other one? Because I swear I saved it somehow to talk about it.
Uh huh. This whole thing is really weird. I've never heard somebody make the argument that AI is bad for the environment.
Yeah, me neither. It's weird. I'm sure that there's people out there that know exactly why it's bad for the
Well,
environment,
if I had to
but
guess, it probably has to do with how NFTs are bad for the environment too. It's because like like a
yeah,
lot of a lot of it involves crypto mining and supercomputers and like that. But
carbon
yeah,
emission, right?
exactly, yeah,
That's the one.
exactly. Yep, carbon emission. But is AI doing the same thing?
Well, I mean, it takes computer work. I don't know.
I just
It's like,
yeah
okay, well, you follow a game designer, so you play games. That hurts the environment.
yeah, literally.
It's like you drive a car, probably. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You breathe,
Yeah. Yep.
hurts the environment. So a bunch of things that we do hurt the environment in some capacity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think using a computer is not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's like, and I mean, sure, there's probably some AI tools that are extra bad for the environment. It's like to be like, oh yeah, so we're not going to accept your AI concept art because it could be hurting the environment. It's such a weird opinion. Like, that's like
Right.
like now we're just pretending like evil companies haven't been like hurting the environment for over hundreds of years. And it's like, oh, but Bungie, we're gonna be the ones that take the stand. Like, okay. But I guess speaking of Destiny and them being bought by Sony, console exclusivity ever going to end? You think, Dylan?
Uh, I don't know.
I think that in some capacity it will. I don't think it's ever gonna fully go away. Like I think that Xbox in the next couple years probably won't have much to any exclusivity, but I don't see Sony ever. Oh my god, I don't see Sony ever. I don't really see Sony ever expanding to where they're like, all right, we're gonna be putting PlayStation games on Xbox
Yeah,
because
well, it there's gonna be a day where we see games everywhere. We can play it anywhere.
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, that's true. I mean, we've already started to see some of that where some console games like Resident Evil 4 remake, you can get it on your phone. So it's like it definitely is going to be a thing. Um, there definitely will be um, less of a need to buy a console, especially as the internet gets faster and more people have reliable connections. It's like, yeah,
Hmm.
why would I buy a game console when I could stream it? It's like, and Xbox is kind of ahead of that in that regard, where it's like they've already built an infrastructure for people to stream their games, and it works pretty well. So it's like, yeah, I mean, in general, I do agree that we're gonna get further and further away from game consoles. Like, it's just gonna be like, you know, you could
Like
stream it.
what they announced with Fire TV recently.
What do they do with Fire TV?
You can play Xbox games on Fire TV.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yep. My TV actually has that already. I've never used it, but like
Yeah, they're using xCloud on Fire TV now.
that's cool. I mean, if that works for you, hey, that's sick.
Yeah, it is cool. I'm not using that, but it's cool that people can use that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
I've
really.
been doing some digging while you were talking, and I can't find that image. But basically, I think I remember what he said, so let me just tell you
Yeah,
what
go
what
for it.
happened. So, you know how Bungie, whenever they release a new season in Destiny, they always put the trailer out the day of,
Yes.
just early in the morning.
Yes.
Somebody got mad and said, and I think this was like a while back, but basically he said, uh, "Why do you guys always put it the day of? Why don't you build hype the week before?"
Uh huh.
And then the employee replied, and he
Ooh.
got mad. He got mad, obviously, because he replied, one,
Yeah.
and then two, this is what he said. He's like, this is not a big deal if I assume you already bought the season.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
like you're
yeah.
on here, you're on here talking about it, and you're like, why don't you build hype for it a week before
Right.
when you clearly have bought it already?
Yeah. Yeah. That is a really good point because it's like,
And guess what happened with that one too? I
I
swear,
can.
these people can't stand up for themselves. It's like it's crazy
No, dude.
because
What's
Christopher
that?
Barrett, the guy from the first tweet,
Mm-hmm.
said basically like, well, he didn't say anything, but he actually had to deactivate it from getting replies from outside his following.
Uh huh.
Like, you know how people do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
basically close tweets.
Yep.
Yeah, he had to do that.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild, actually. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
want to get death threats for speaking my mind on something. That's great.
Hmm. Oh wait, a sword breaks these faster? I don't think I ever knew that.
Do you remember the way home?
Nope, but there's this great feature called Keep
Oh,
Inventory.
yeah. Uh, okay.
But if we find a stronghold, we'll just have to mark it or something. Um, I didn't really think about that. No, when we took off, I probably should have. Um, or I guess also if we don't want
Yeah,
to do it that way, we can always just end the episode here in the Nether, and then we can just look at the coordinates too, because we have the
true.
coordinates on recording.
Yeah, we do. Uh, I have shroom lights. Why do I have shroom lights?
Good question.
Um, yeah, so people got mad that that guy said that because everybody else wants the trailer early. No, you just want the trailer early. You're gonna buy the season regardless.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the thing that I can't stand about Destiny players. They want some of these things, and which is fair to request as a player. But then it's like these are the same people that buy the shit no matter what happens. Like you know how many Destiny
Yeah.
players, no matter what they drop, will always buy the expansion?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And there's been talk right now about like you know how the new seasonal model works? You get a
Yes.
new story beat every week.
Mm-hmm.
People complain about that
Right.
because like, oh, I want to play the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
when it's clearly made for people to who play casually.
Yep.
And plus, the season's in the back of the game. You don't have to play the season. It's not required for anything.
Uh-huh.
The things that are required, like mostly required, are the expansions. Like if you don't have the expansions, you might as well just stop playing.
Right. For sure.
But the season, that's in the back of the game. You don't need that. Like my dad, he plays that game, and he doesn't have the season,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really change much for him. Only
Right.
thing he can't do is the seasonal content. That's it.
Yeah. And that's fair enough. And it's like, yeah, I like that design where you don't need to buy it. You know. So,
Yeah.
let's
Um,
dig into the story and stuff.
and basically the only people complaining about that are the ones that just want to do everything like
Right.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they took that criticism into account. So next act, they're just going to drop all three of the story beats
I
instead of
know.
weekly. And then people complain about that now. It's like, okay, well, we're going to get it done in 1 week, and now we're going to have nothing.
I don't understand the Destiny community sometimes.
Yeah, me neither. They don't know what they want. It's crazy.
No.
Well, they kind of know what they want, but they don't.
No, they
They
don't.
complain about what they have rather than trying to propose something new.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh
Um,
yeah, it should be. It's like the kid that complains about school,
yeah.
and yet they don't have a way of saying, okay, well, this is how it should be different instead of it
Yep.
should be different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just all the time when I see people complain about Destiny, it's like, dude, like you guys were begging for this stuff like 3 months ago. Then they listen to you. It's like, well, and Halo's just as bad as that too. And it's like, really?
Yeah, except 343 doesn't know how to handle it.
That's true. They've never known how to handle it. Instead, they do these live streams where they're like, dude, check out these new features that you guys have been requesting. Then they'll be like, finally. And then they complain that people are saying finally. It's like, what did you expect? I like, did you just want everybody to be happy with what you gave them? It's like, just because you give us something doesn't mean that you're not, like, able to be
Still on
criticized.
the chopping block. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, here's the ability to EMP a warthog with your plasma pistol. Are you happy now?
No? Why
Are
aren't
you
you happy? Because
are
it
you gonna
took
stop
you.
are you gonna stop telling us to make the game like give us new weapons on Twitter? No. Because and I think I found the way home.
Did you? Okay. Sick.
Yeah. I didn't know you could find ruined portals in the Nether.
Yeah, technically. I've never done it that way, but you can.
Oh, okay, I'm on fire. That's not cool. It's not good.
It's
Doesn't help anybody.
cool. You know, well, I mean, I'll use Minecraft as another example. Minecraft was a game where it was like everybody was asking for another update, and then they got the Nether update, and then they were like, "This isn't what we wanted." It's like, yes, it is. This is exactly what you
Yeah,
asked
this
for.
is exactly what we asked for as a community. I was very happy when this was announced.
Yeah, I like the Nether update too. I think that
Although I kind of do miss the old Nether.
yeah, that's fair.
But actually, no, I don't miss the old Nether. I miss the old textures that we had.
Which is one nice thing about Java is that Java still has the old textures that you can turn on if you want them. But I do agree with that.
Yeah, I
Um,
I wish we had that here.
I agree. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, and then like Caves and Cliffs was the exact same thing. It was like, yeah, we need a new update to the Caves and Cliffs. And they're like, all right, we're doing it, guys. And they did it, and they're like, wait, no, why'd you guys change it? Why did you make it to where it's harder to strip mine? And then it's like, well, that's what we asked for. Like people were tired of having to mine always the same way. That's been a complaint for years. And it's like I just genuinely cannot stand the Minecraft community sometimes when it comes to updates.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Very annoying. Very
They're
annoying.
also annoying about the whole Mojang thing, like not being able to update
I,
game.
you know what? I will give some shit to that. Where sometimes, not always, but sometimes, but guys, look, we've spent 9 months on this update. Here it is. We added 2 new blocks.
Which isn't how it is, really.
You don't think so?
No, I don't see that.
So the
I
new up
just
with the
I think it's people getting mad because there's not a lot of new actually usable features for their end game builds and stuff.
that's fair.
Which that I understand, but the thing is, in these new updates, they're just trying to liven the world up. They're not really trying to make an end game like update at all. They're actually just trying to make it so you can like have feel the like need to explore the world
Hmm.
instead of quickly beat the Ender Dragon. I don't think they like that. I don't like that style of play either. I like to actually live in the world.
Right. And
But that's just me. I know there's a lot of people that disagree with that, but
I think that's fair. But if some of that content doesn't feel worthwhile doing, what's the point? It's I do agree with you that there should be more purpose than race to beat the Ender Dragon.
yeah.
I I guess this way.
So what's up next on the topics? By the way, I made my way back if you want to teleport to me.
Okay, I will teleport in just a second. Oh my god, you might actually have to teleport me, please, if you can.
If I can.
Yep,
I don't
please.
think I can. I'm
Please.
still a member.
Please, no.
I'm only a member. Oh God. Okay. This is bad. You okay? Did you like l lose
Yeah, oh
everything, or is it
yeah.
more of
Oh
like a
yeah. It's all gone, Noah.
I think the viewers will understand if you cheat it all back in.
Oh, dude, I'm absolutely shooting that all in. I like when you watch what happened, dude. Oh my god, I got hit by a magma cube as I was like jumping. So like it hit me into the lava. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll get out. Except I had like 3 magma cubes on me, hitting me back and to back into the lava, back and forth, and then my armor broke.
I've been there before.
Yeah, I'm cheating that in. Yeah. Anyways, we're actually coming up on the end of the episode, but we got a few more topics. So, Um,
What else we got to do?
there was the
Because I think I.
graphics.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be a
Well,
rant.
well, it depends. Do you want to talk about graphics, or would you rather talk about or do your game?
I think we should save the game for the end.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get the graphics rant out of the way.
Yes.
So, gameplay versus graphics.
Hmm.
What do you think? What do you think?
So, in my opinion, I could care less about graphics. I've played many games that are masterpieces that don't have great graphics. And I think depending on the game, there can be a conversation about graphics. Me and Noah actually talked about this on Twitter, but people are comparing Elden Ring to Red Dead Redemption 2 as if there aren't,
Don't remind me.
yeah, as if they're not very different games. But the point is that people were being like, oh, Elden Ring's DLC looks bad, which no, it doesn't. It looks great. Um, but yeah, I think in general, I could care less about graphics.
Yeah, let me give argument criticisms that they will understand.
Hmm.
So, first of all, they're totally different color palettes.
Yes,
They're also probably on a different engine,
very different engines.
and one of the games isn't trying to be very immersive.
Exactly.
Red Dead Redemption is a game where you're supposed to feel like a cowboy in the dying West, Old West era.
Yeah.
While Elden Ring is a game where you just go through the land of what's it called?
Uh, I, uh, I, to me,
Whatever.
yeah, whatever.
Fantasy world.
Hmm.
You're in a fantasy world and you're just killing as many bosses as you can.
Yep.
That's Elden Ring. And then let me just ask you, which one of those sounds like the other one?
It's
They're
like
totally different.
you could not, I could not think of games to like, they're just so different. Like, I can't think of a game that's more different than each other, in my opinion, at least.
Well, okay. Well, there's Animal Crossing New Horizons and then Doom Eternal.
Okay,
That's
okay, yeah, that's true.
Those are two very different games that were also released on the same day, which
Wait,
is
did they
funny.
really? That's funny.
Yeah, there was a meme I saw. I remember like there was a video game rack that was double-sided, and on one side it was Animal Crossing, and on the other side it was Doom Eternal.
That's
And
actually so funny.
and they recorded it and they played the Animal Crossing theme, and then when they moved to the Doom side, it just changed to the Doom music.
That's actually super funny. I haven't seen that, but I'm looking that up later. That's just really funny to think about. I haven't heard of anything so anyway, sorry. Um yeah, no, just like people giving these opinions where they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, the graphics are bad. Bad game." It's like, really? Like I feel like that's such a childish argument for what makes a good video game, in my opinion. Like, looting 2, sharpness. There we go.
Um, but yeah, graphics. Also, this is my take on graphics versus gameplay
Mm-hmm.
in general. I could not care less about graphics.
Yes.
I really don't care about them. Uh, like we're playing Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure, the graphics are better than they were, but even if they weren't, I don't care. I mean, it just looks prettier than it was. I don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, I'm of the crowd that thinks that games looked better back on Xbox 360 than they do now.
Uh, do you mean like that you
And I
think
know you probably disagree with that, but
well, do you think that
I,
Do you mean that you think that they literally look better, or that you prefer that style?
Uh, I think they literally do look better, and I do prefer that style at the same time.
Okay,
That makes sense. It's
interesting.
because now everything. Maybe it's just because I'm thinking of Ubisoft games in particular.
Oh,
But now games like Elden Ring, that actually looks really good. They actually took their time with that. Red Dead 2, same thing, right?
mm-hmm.
I think both of those games are beautiful. It's just the thing about a lot of newer games is they're trying to be high graphics games when they really don't look like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's usually Ubisoft and Microsoft like exclusive games that do that. So annoying. It's
I
like, no, I don't care about how it looks. Is it fun?
mm-hmm. I do completely agree. I could like
PlayStation does that too,
oh, I feel like PlayStation might be worse about that, in my opinion. PlayStation is so bad about that.
especially with, a certain game that I feel like if I mention it, you're gonna hate me. But
Well, no,
uh,
because I agree.
Detroit,
Oh, Detroit Become Human. Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, no, that's a fair one because, like, yeah, that was a game where they were like, "Dude, look at these graphics."
Look at these graphics. But guess what? It's not a real game.
It
Like, oh
looks
yeah,
cool, but
it's just
where's
walk around and choose decisions for 20 hours. It's
it?
like
Yeah, dude, it's like it looks cool, but where's the gameplay?
I hate games like that so much.
That's fair.
You cannot, you will never see a Let's Play from me on a story-driven game. I swear. It's it's not fun to watch or play.
That's a fair
I
opinion.
don't know why people love it so much. I can't understand that.
That's a fair opinion. I've liked my fair share of um, story-driven games. God dang it! What's the netherite block called?
I
Itch
do
and debris.
have a thing where I respect opinions. It's just when it comes to that one,
That's no, that's
I don't get it.
I get it. I get why you think.
Now, Last of Us and Uncharted, and
Yeah, that's
I
different.
consider those good.
Yeah, it's different.
Uh, Let me think of another game that's story driven. Halo 3. No,
Yeah, okay.
no. It's just they just stop you for a couple seconds to show
Mm-hmm.
you Cortana.
Yeah. Chief.
Chief, tell me the difference between Elden Ring and Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, you see, Cortana, Red Dead 2 is a game uh, where you play as a cowboy in the Old West. And Elden Ring is a game that I personally really love, where you go around and you kill bosses in a fantasy world. And Cortana, I don't think that those games are very similar, so I don't really get the question.
It's so real. No, because it's like I'm just so tired of this debate. Like, not between us, but I just mean in general. Like when I see people give some real, just out opinions. But
And gamers are just stupid.
they are stupid, man.
They're very tone deaf too, and just
Dude, gamers are so dumb. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do
well,
that.
watch it, Hunter. Most of our audience are gamers.
Yeah, but they're smart. They're probably not like most of them.
Yeah, the ones that subscribe to Point C, they're smart.
Mm-hmm.
We hope so. If you're not smart, leave. If you disagree with anything we're saying, leave. Don't want you subscribed.
You're not allowed to disagree. You have
And if
to.
you do disagree, put it in the comment section so I can go down there and write an essay about why you're wrong.
Yeah, you guys objectively picked the worst heist in the game. OG reference for the boys.
Yeah. All right, you want to do the game?
Yeah, let's do the game.
I need
You want me to introduce the game, or are you gonna do it?
All right, let me start this with I'll do these out of order.
All right.
So, let's do this one first.
Hold on. We got.
So,
Oh, are you gonna
we
explain
got to
it?
explain it.
Yes.
So, game idea. This is the game idea. So we're gonna guess the movie by the letterbox review. Hunter's gonna
Yes.
do this because I already chose all of these.
Yes.
So, and there's 10 of these. So first up, we got there's a kid driving the car.
Baby Driver.
No, no,
There's a kid
because there was not,
driving.
in fact was not a kid driving the car in that movie.
There's a kid driving the car. There's a kid driving the car. Trying to think of movies where kids drive cars. Um,
Actually, I don't even know if you've seen this one. Maybe you have.
who's the lead in it? Give me that as a hint.
Harrison Ford.
Okay. Is it the new Indiana Jones?
No, but it is one of the Indiana Jones
Oh,
movies.
okay. Wait. Oh, is it that whatever? Oh, god dang it! I don't remember the name of it, but the one that came in like 2008 or whatever.
No,
No,
no.
is it the first one?
I'll just tell you, it's the
Okay.
Temple of Doom.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you've played the Lego game, I'm sure you've played the Lego
Yes, I
game.
have.
The kid was driving the car in the beginning of the
Oh,
movie.
I've only watched the movie like once, so I don't remember.
I just think it's funny that that was the review.
That
It's
is
just
pretty
there's a
funny.
kid driving the car.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
hmm
Like if Damien Chazelle had studied murder in college instead of jazz.
I have like no guesses on what this movie is. Like when I read that one, I had no guesses.
Yeah, it's pretty vague.
Uh, studied murdering
A lot of these are pretty vague, but then like as you get to the end, it's easier.
Is this one John Wick?
Yeah!
Oh, let's go.
No way did you get that right. You probably
Yeah.
looked it up,
No, I
didn't you?
didn't. I
Okay.
did not. I was
Okay.
just thinking. I was like, well, it has to be I had a couple in my mind. I was like, it has to be one of the big action films, and I was like, it's either John Wick or The Equalizer, and I was like, it's got to be
Yeah,
John Wick.
that's actually the top review for John Wick on Letterboxd.
That's actually really funny.
So so next one.
Hmm?
Uh Mel Gibson is like that history teacher who's pretty terrible at his job, but boy is he a lot of fun to listen to.
That one's got to be Braveheart.
Yeah. Yeah, it is Braveheart.
I was like, it's either
Uh
Braveheart or Passion of the Christ, and it can't be that one.
yeah, no, it's not Passion of the Christ because he's not in that one, but he did direct it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one. Very bold choice to make the villain a Twitch streamer.
I had a tough time thinking of this one too because I'm trying to think of movies with Twitch streamers in it. Um, villain a Twitch streamer. Like the villain a Twitch streamer. Who's the lead in this one?
If I give you the lead, you're gonna get it immediately.
Is it Ready Player
So
One?
how? No,
No, dude, I have
no,
no clue.
dude. I swear to God, you're gonna guess Free Guy next. You're gonna do it's no, it's not Free Guy, but uh, I'll give you one of the cast members.
Okay.
Uh, John Turturro, Turtle. I don't know.
John Turtle.
John Turturro. I don't know how to say his last name.
John Travolta. Is that it?
No, Turturro. You know
Okay.
the guy from Transformers. He's in Transformers.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, that
Yeah,
didn't
the
help.
guy that they thought was Al
Um.
Pacino when he was announced as.
Oh, I still have like, what's the
You
genre
don't
of?
know?
No, what's the genre of this movie?
The genre is uh mystery, thriller, suspense, kind of action, not really, but yeah. How do you not know this?
It's like And I've definitely seen this, right? So like, uh, the only thing that I don't even know why this popped in my mind, but is it the Kingsman?
No, it's not Kingsman. That's a good guess though, but no,
I
it's
was
not
like,
Kingsman.
I was like, well, because I was thinking, well, obviously the villain wasn't a Twitch streamer, but I was like,
Okay, it's not a Fortnite movie. It's nothing like, well, it is mainstream, but it's not like anything kiddish for sure.
okay, nothing kiddish. Okay,
It could have been R-rated, but it wasn't.
could have been R-rated, but it wasn't. Was it one of
It's a
those
very
cases?
dark and
Okay,
gritty movie.
very dark and gritty.
It's like it's like uh it's like sex for the eyes.
I think I just realized what it is. Is it the Batman?
Yeah, it's the Batman.
As soon as you said it could have been R-rated, I was like, well, I almost went Venom, but then I was like, no, it can't be that. And then,
No,
uh,
because the villain in Venom wasn't a Twitch streamer.
yeah, yeah. But that for some reason, see, when you said Twitch streamer, for some reason I was thinking a literal Twitch streamer. Like I was thinking like he was an act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
was
this
thinking
is
the wrong way.
letterboxed,
Yeah,
so they probably wouldn't. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for all the comments.
All right, what's the next one?
Um, all right. Just watch the entire thing at the lowest possible volume on a greasy decade-old television of a crowded restaurant, as it was meant to be seen.
Lowest volume. Is it Chef?
No, it's not Chef.
Okay. Is it? That's a dumb guess. Never mind.
Okay, here's your.
Okay.
Well, this might give it away. It's like it's like early 2010s, and
Okay.
it's very of its time, but at the same time, it's very respected now for some reason. Well, not for some reason, I know why, but it's like
Okay.
people 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 worship this movie for no reason.
Is it Watchmen?
No, it's not Watchmen because it was late 2000s.
Oh, I thought Watchmen came out like 2012. All right. Um, 2010s movie that people praise.
It came out in 2012. There's a hint.
Was it like a huge movie of 2012?
Yes, it was very big, and it definitely does check the box of a movie that you would see in a crowded restaurant with the lowest possible volume. Uh, yeah,
Was
decade-old television. Yeah,
was Inception 2012?
it's not Inception, but I don't
Oh,
know if it's 2012. Dark Knight Rises was 2012, but Inception was probably 2013,
okay.
14. 2011 was Inception.
I'm really trying to think of what came out in 2012 because obviously I knew Dark Knight Rises, but that wasn't going to be it. Um,
Knowing you, you might not know. Well, you probably would know this
I
eventually, but
yeah, okay. 2012. What Marvel movies came out that year?
okay. So we have the Avengers,
Probably not
and we
Avengers.
have, huh?
Probably not Avengers, is it? I don't think it is.
It is Avengers, actually.
You know what's really funny about that is I've actually seen it at a
Yeah.
dude,
No way.
I cannot tell you how many times I've gone into my favorite Mexican restaurant and they have it on the TV in Spanish.
They had it at your favorite Mexican
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, and they had it on the TV in Spanish.
Yep. Yep.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the big movie of 2012, and they
Yeah.
put it in every restaurant that they can if it's like a low budget restaurant.
That's true.
Uh, and yeah, it's definitely has that vibe as a movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that review is
Yeah,
spot on.
that was a really good review, actually. That's a really good
All right, so next one. Find yourself someone who loves you as much as Tortellini loves the N-word.
Okay. When I read that one, I was really thinking that it was probably a Tarantino movie. Um, is it Pulp Fiction or Django Unchained?
It's Django Unchained,
I
but
Yeah.
the the funniest thing about this review is that they misspelled Tarantino and said Tortellini.
That's actually
I
so
think that's
funny.
why it got so many likes.
That's so funny.
Uh, okay, so next one.
Hmm.
I like when John Cena doesn't fight and is funny or shows his cock.
Is
It
this
doesn't make any sense, but I thought it was funny enough
uh-huh.
to talk about.
Is it the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, it is the
Yeah,
Suicide
I
Squad.
had a feeling.
Okay, so
Hmm.
let me see. Uh, okay, we'll do this one now. This puts the likes of Two Towers and Empire Strikes Back to shame. This is how a sequel should be done, keeping the charm from the original whilst also elevating the lead. The protagonist's arc is unmatched, and the amount of iconic moments are ridiculous in this. His ability to pull is also on another level. I need to learn to be him.
Okay, this one's gonna be tough because there's a lot of sequels, and a lot of bad sequels. Because I know it's not gonna be a good movie. Um, uh,
Well, to them, it's not a good movie. Let me just give you that hint.
is it Spider-Man 3?
No, it's not Spider-Man 3. Come on.
Okay. Um, is this a movie that you like?
In a way. In a
Okay.
way, I like it. In a way, I don't like it. But you'll find out what it is soon.
Is it Mall Cop too?
Yes, the answer is Mall Cop 2. Yes.
That's so funny, actually. Oh my god. I was sitting here, I was like, okay.
I had to remove like the Paul Blarts and the
Right,
and
right.
stuff from the review, but yeah, that's a real review on Letterboxd, and I think it is a ironic 5 star
Oh, absolutely. It's an ironic five
that
star.
they put. Uh, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Yeah, I was like, we got to do Mall Cop 2 on one of these. Uh, yeah, this was me just like looking through my diary on Letterboxd and being like,
Hmm.
okay, let me see if I can put this in there and put this. Okay, so next one. This makes Morbius look like the Godfather.
Oh, okay. Is it The Room?
No.
Okay. Uh, is it It's more so it's worse than Morbius. Is it newer than Morbius?
Yes.
Okay. Um, is it Madam Web?
Yes.
Okay.
It is Madam Web. Uh, let me like before we go to our final
Hmm.
one, let me read out a review for Paul Blart Mockup 2 that I just saw. It's
Okay.
so funny. So this person put 5 star. Right. So you're a truly devastating, haunting, and an achingly human portrayal of mental illness. James gives a tour de force performance, which is well anchored by an apt supporting cast. David Henry, of Wizards of Waverly Place fame, stands out as a love interest for Paul's long-suffering daughter. Henry shines as the boy that not enough people notice, but wish they could have known better.
What?
What is But it is the performance of Kevin James that excites the emotions and moves the audience. His portrayal of such a damaged soul is a true powerhouse. Please, please go see Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, for it is the most important film of 2015 thus far, and likely for the rest of the year.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go see Mall Cop too. Oh my
Someone else
god.
said A24 does it again.
That might be my favorite one. That's so funny. A24 does.
Okay, so I watched this on mute synced up with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon while high, and it was a legit transcendental experience. Here's a few notes. Wait, I'm not going to read all the notes, those are too long. One of the top two Paul Blart movies.
I don't know if you remember this, but the viewers won't know this yet. But when we filmed that video, us watching that movie, I mentioned that where people watched this synced up with Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, and it for some reason it fits.
It fits. It like syncs up with that record and its story. So, you know. Anyway.
I really liked in Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 where he's fat, and that's the whole joke. And I liked it again in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Such a good joke.
That's my alt account that you found right there.
Yeah. Paul Blart falling funny moments compilation. Okay. Uh, LMAO, uh, Liam Neeson killed like 100 people in Paris and just took a commercial flight home without getting arrested.
Okay, I gotta think. What movies did he go to Paris in?
You
Um,
know what this is. Don't act like you're trying to guess. You know exactly what movie this is. Come on.
It's taken.
Yeah, it's taken.
It's taken.
This
What else is it gonna be? Come on now. What other
Yeah, he went.
Liam?
What other movie did he go to Paris in? Probably a couple other his new movies.
I was gonna say, didn't he go to Paris in that Snow Runner movie or whatever? I
I
think he
don't
did.
know, but I just looked at the another review. Someone just put in all caps, "Blue lives don't matter."
That's actually really funny. Oh my
Uh,
goodness! I just looked at how long we've been going for.
what's up?
How long do you think we've been going for, Noah?
2 hours,
No, we're not. No, we're not quite there. That would be
an
what
hour
the
and 40 minutes.
an hour and 30. Well, a little under that,
Oh,
but
that's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
That's not bad. I
Uh
like
huh.
that.
Yeah,
I'm satisfied with that. If you want to
absolutely. Unless we
end
got
it
anything,
off.
unless we got anything else we want to talk about.
Uh, uh, I mean, always been on Blart.
Always been
It's
on
a
board,
good
baby.
thing to say.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching the podcast. We appreciate it. Once again, thank you all so much for 500 subscribers. We made it. Next goal is 1,000. So thank you all so much for watching. Once again, down in the description, you can find the links to our social medias, as well as a link to our Discord that is now working. So if you want to join, come hang with us. We do want to hang out more with you guys. Maybe we'll start playing some games like Jackbox and, Scribio, things like that if you guys want, for sure. Also, down in the description is a link to W Energy. You can use code Sigma 934 for 10% off of your order on all W Energy products. That includes energy tubs, hydration cans, or hydration formula, and energy cans, as well as shaker cups and stuff. We would love one day to be able to make our own shaker cup and stuff. So please go down there, use our discount
That
code.
would be pretty cool.
It would be very
What
sick.
would we, what would we put on that?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
don't
want to
know.
put Paul Blart on it?
You know what? If they'll let us, we
Dude,
should.
you know what would be so funny?
What's that?
Is if we put Paul Blart in like a suit of armor and he's at a bonfire.
That would actually be really funny, and I really like that idea.
And
Well,
that would encapsulate the full vibe that we have on this channel.
that would be the perfect thing we could ever do. So Anthony from W Energy, if you're listening, that's what we're doing for our Shaker Cup. So be ready for when we get to the top. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and we will see you next week for episode 13 of the Minecraft Podcast.
Yes, sir.